Welcome to Chicago Unfiltered. We is back, baby. We is back.
Baby, I adore you. I know bitches mad at the way I pull up on you. I've been in my bag, promise not trying to ignore you. All that ass back, I'm trying to feel all of that on you. That shit ain't normal. Baby, I adore you. I know niggas mad at the way I pull up on you.
We got another smoking hot episode of Chicago Unfiltered. Let's go, let's get it.
That shit ain't normal. Shawty the truth. You gotta get these niggas where they loving you. Take your soul away, now you angry cause she ain't called. I like when she blow a nigga head like revolver. Hot like a sauna. She taking all that.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Happy Juneteenth. Don't be afraid to have a good time. Oh, please don't be afraid to have a good time.
Baby, I adore you. I know niggas mad at hate the way I pull up on you. I've been in my bag, promise not trying to ignore you. Never met all that, I'm trying to touch all of that on you. That shit ain't normal.
Welcome back, welcome back. What they say? I'm gonna let somebody else get on in here. I got something to say. Welcome back, welcome back. We're going live tonight. Y'all may catch this later on. I'm gonna chop it up a little bit later for you so you can have this served on a plate because everybody ain't gonna get everything. You know, but y'all gonna get this work. Oh, trust, believe me, y'all gonna get this work. Let's get it, let's go. Let's go, let's get it. Let's go and let's get it. This is Chicago Unfiltered.
Baby, I adore you. I know bitches mad at hate the way I pull up on you. I've been in my bag, promise not trying to ignore you. Know that back on. This one's for the real one.
So, this episode of Chicago Unfiltered is titled From the Block to History. This summer we thrive. Let's go.
A real one taking off and they can't stop me. Me don't give a fuck what they had to say. Send a couple shots, point them heads out. That's what you get for fucking with a real one. Not a real one. You should never fuck with a real one. If you ain't real, son, you should never fuck with a real one. Yeah. I can't go nowhere without my pole. I got trust issues. Don't do nothing around these hoes. I don't trust bitches now. I'm just trying to stay sucker free. Tell them sucker motherfuckers stay away from me. Too much bullshit ain't really good for nobody. I just need that bag to take care of my family, yeah. Nobody move.
Couple more seconds here, y'all. I gotta edit some things real quick before we get started today.
Now somebody in a hearse. They calling it the curse. Somebody getting murdered. Fucking with the real one. A real one taking off and they can't stop me. Me no give a fuck what they had to say. Send a couple shots, point them heads out. That's what you get for fucking with a real one. Not a real one. You should never fuck with a real one. If you ain't real side, you should never fuck with a real one.
Let's get it. Couple more seconds, y'all. Couple more seconds. Let's get it. Welcome to Chicago Unfiltered. Welcome, goddammit, welcome. Just knocking out a couple of the kinks. Know we gotta pay the bills. Don't do nothing around these hoes. I don't trust bitches. No. I'm just trying to stay sucker free. Nobody move, nobody get hurt. One false move, put them. Mm. Welcome to Chicago Unfiltered. We are here. It's another live episode. We just ironing out a couple of the kinks before we get started. I got a nice, juicy episode for y'all. A nice, a nice thick episode for y'all. Something that you can get to the grandkids, something that you can go to work with on Monday and talk about with your co-workers. This is definitely one of those episodes. I want y'all to tune in, grab your food, grab your kids, because this is a family show. Let's have a good time, y'all. Let's turn up. Let's do our thing the right way. You want to dig me? Let's get it. Let's go. All right, okay. So we on live. I had to make sure my other pages because I got a couple pages that I'm operating at one time. You know, that's just on my entrepreneurial joint right now. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Welcome to Chicago Unfiltered. Today's episode is titled From the Block to History. This summer, we thrive. I'm your host, Molly Baller Ray. Chicago. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is going on? What's the word? Welcome back to Chicago Unfiltered, the show where we say the shit everybody discuss in private, but suddenly gets quiet about when the mic comes on. Not over here though. Not over here. We gonna laugh. We gonna tell the truth. We gonna cuss a little bit. Well, who the hell I'm full lying to? We gonna cuss a lot. But underneath every joke, underneath every curse word, every ridiculous observation, there's gonna be the truth. And today's message is about Chicago black culture, our children, our communities, and what freedom is supposed to look like in real life. This is a historic weekend for the South Side of Chicago. The Obama Presidential Center is officially open, y'all. It's officially open. It's officially open. And a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people understand exactly what that means. I don't think a lot of people understand exactly what that means and the history behind it. is really a moment to reflect on greatness. You know what I mean? It's really a dope moment to reflect. Yeah, Obama is doing their thing right now. They're definitely doing their thing right now. I want to congratulate everybody that took their time out to celebrate today, tomorrow, Sunday, throughout the week, the rest of the summer, the rest of the year, and continue to celebrate us because we deserve to be celebrated. And the Obama Presidential Center is officially open, y'all. A place honoring America's first black president is now standing in the same neighborhood where many of us grew up, went to school, hung out, fell in love, got in trouble, dreamed, struggled, survived, and became who we are today. And for me, this is personal because that center is directly across the street from my old high school, Hyde Park Academy. That area is not just some location I found on Google Maps. It's memory, it's history, it's home. I stood on that land and around that area before school. I stood there after school. My friends stood there. My classmates stood there. People from my generation built memories there before we had any idea that one day the same place, that same place, will become internationally historic. That is powerful. But because this is Chicago Unfiltered, we are not about to sit here smiling through the whole episode like everything is perfect. We're going to celebrate the center. We're going to give the Obamas their flowers. We are also going to talk about gentrification. We're going to talk about Juneteenth. We're going to talk about why Black people support everybody else's culture more enthusiastically than we support our own. We are going to talk about these teenage gatherings happening around Chicago. We're going to talk about employment, parenting, violence, community responsibility, relationships, unity, and the dangerous habit of surviving without ever truly thriving. Because a museum about hope cannot stand in the middle of a community that is losing hope. A celebration of Black achievement cannot happen while the Black people who carried the neighborhood are being priced out of it. And Juneteenth cannot just be another day of work where your ass sleep until noon and barbecues like freedom came with potato salad. We have a lot to discuss. So grab a drink, roll a blunt, pull up, hide from your children, put your headphones on if you at work, and tell your sensitive ass coworker to mind their damn business. This is Chicago Unfiltered. Let's get into it. Which leads to my first segment, titled From Hyde Park to History. Let me explain. Let me start with heritage. Let me start with the hallmark, right? Seeing the Obama Presidential Center standing there is surreal. When you grow up somewhere, you usually don't understand the historical significance of the ground beneath your feet. As a teenager, you are not standing around thinking, one day This land may become the location of a presidential center honoring the first black president of the United States. Hell no. You are you are thinking about who's fighting after school. You thinking about who likes who. You thinking about whether the bus coming. You thinking about what your mama gonna say because you know your ass is supposed to be home about 30 minutes ago. We were teenagers. We were laughing, joking, flirting, arguing, playing, hanging out, and creating memories. We did not know history was quietly standing beside us, waiting for its turn. Now, years later, I can look at the same area and see something completely different. That center represents the idea that greatness can emerge from the South Side, not greatness that escapes Chicago and pretends it never lived here, greatness that comes back, greatness that leaves something behind, greatness that tells children from Woodlawn, Hyde Park, South Shore, Inglewood, Chatham, Bronzeville, Roseland, Auburn Gresham, and every other neighborhood. You are not too close to struggle to become historic. That matters because children need physical evidence of possibility. It's easy to tell a child you can become anything. Children hear that shit every day. You can be president. You can own a business. You can change the world. But when everything around them looks abandoned, underfunded, neglected, or dangerous, those motivational speeches start sounding like adults reading from fortune cookies. Children need to see something. They need to walk past achievement. They need to touch it. They need to know someone who looks like them can come from a community like theirs and reach a level the world once said was impossible. The Obama Presidential Center gives them something tangible. A black family from Chicago reached the White House. I'm going to repeat that. A black family from Chicago reached the White House. Now, that part of their legacy is planted back on the South Side. That is profound. And I do not care how anybody feels about Obama policy. This is bigger, man. This is bigger than agreeing with every political decision. No president has ever made everybody happy. Some people complain when the president breathes. He inhaled too liberally. Man, shut your ass up. The historical meaning remains. America elected a black president twice, and now his presidential center stands in a predominantly black section of Chicago near the neighborhoods that shaped him and Michelle Obama. That is ours. That belongs in the history of Chicago. That belongs in the history of Black America. And it belongs in the imagination of every young person who has ever been told that their zip code determines their future. Kudos to Barack and Michelle Obama. Thank you for choosing the South Side. Thank you for putting something of international significance near the blocks that help create your story. Thank you for ensuring that generations of children will grow up knowing that history did not only happen downtown, history happened over east, history happened near Stony Island, History happened across the street from Hyde Park. History happened where regular black people caught buses, attended school, went to work, raised families, and fought to survive. But now that we have celebrated it, we need to protect the people who were already there because we know how Chicago operates. The minute a neighborhood becomes attractive to wealthy people, the same residents who kept it alive during the hard years start receiving rent increases like eviction notices, wearing business casual. So let's talk about that, which leads to my next segment titled Build the Center, but do not remove the community. Let me explain. Okay, let me explain, right? We should be excited about development, right? Of course. We should want beautiful parks, right? We should want museums. We should want libraries. We should want restaurants, businesses, clean streets, safe spaces, employment, tourist, art, to recreation, investments. Black neighborhoods deserve nice shit, period, point blank, right? Let me say that again. Black neighborhoods deserve nice shit. We should not have to choose between having a neglected neighborhood we can afford and having a beautiful neighborhood that removes us. That is bullshit. That's a bullshit choice. Why does improvement always arrive holding an eviction notice? The neighborhood struggles for 40 years. Residents survive disinvestment, crime, closed schools, disappearing businesses, broken infrastructures, empty lots, everybody outside the community calling the area undesirable. Then suddenly somebody builds something important. Now here come the developers. Here come the luxury apartments. Here come the coffee shops with the chairs too uncomfortable for your ass to sit in. Here come the restaurants serving half a chicken wing on a wooden board for 30 fucking dollars. Here come the people jogging at 5 in the morning like they were escaping accountability. And now the same family that survived the neighborhood when nobody wanted it cannot afford to live there once everybody discovers it. That cannot happen. The people of Woodlawn, South Shore, Hyde Park, and surrounding communities should benefit from the Obama Center. Not theoretically, not through a color brochure, not through politicians standing behind a podium saying, we anticipate economic opportunities. What the fuck does anticipate mean? We've been anticipating for generations. We need receipts. How many jobs are going to local residents? How many contracts are going to black owned companies? How many young people are receiving internships? How many neighborhood businesses will benefit from the visitors? How many homeowners will receive relief from rising property taxes? How many affordable rental units will be protected? How many long-time residents will still be there 5 to 10 to 20 years from now? Those are the questions. Do not build Black history while displacing Black people. That's just embarrassing. Do not use the community as decorations. Do not put pictures of smiling Black children in advertisements while their families are being pushed into another zip code. Do not tell us the center belongs to the community while the community cannot afford parking, food, housing, or admission around it. Development should mean the people who survive the worst years get to enjoy the best years. That's all I'm trying to say. Imagine holding a neighborhood together when businesses would not invest, banks would not lend, and the city acted like your block was just invisible. Then the neighborhood becomes valuable, and somebody tells you, well, unfortunately, the market has changed. The market? Motherfucker, we are the market. Our mortgage payments kept the block alive. Our rent kept the buildings occupied. Our children filled the schools. Our churches fed the people. Our business served residents when major companies refused to come. Our grandmothers watched everybody's children from the front porch. Our fathers shoveled the snow. Our mothers organized the block clubs. Our elders stayed when leaving was not an option. We did not e- do not erase those people from the victory photograph. Please do not. The Obama Center should become an engine of opportunity. Young people should be trained there. Local artists should be featured there. Neighborhood restaurants should receive visitors. Community organizations should be funded. Schools should have partnerships. Students from Hyde Park Academy should be able to look across the street and see employment, mentorship, internship, technology, history, possibility. That is how you turn symbolism into substance. Because a building can inspire people, yes, but jobs can help them eat. A museum can teach history, but affordable housing allows families to remain part of that history. A beautiful campus can attract the world, but community investment ensures people next door are not watching opportunity through the window. We can celebrate and remain vigilant at the same damn time. This is not negativity, this is maturity. You can be proud of the center and still demand protection for the neighborhood. You can love the Obamas and still hold every institution accountable. You can admire the investment and still ask who receives the money. We are not ruining the celebration. We are trying to make sure the celebration lasts longer than the residents. And because the center opened to the public on Juneteenth today, let's stay right here because there's another hypocrisy we need to discuss, which leads to my next segment titled Juneteenth. Why are we everybody's cheerleader but our own? Let me explain. Okay, right. Juneteenth is supposed to represent freedom, right? Not that fake ass freedom where they unlock the cage but keep the rent high, the schools underfunded, the jobs unavailable, healthcare unaffordable, and the neighborhood surrounded by liquor stores. I'm talking about functional freedom, education, employment, ownership, safe housing, healthcare, protection under the law, opportunities for our children, the ability to live, not merely survive. But before we discuss what everybody else owes our community, we need to have an uncomfortable conversation about how we treat our own culture. Because black people support every damn body. We support everybody. Cinco de Mayo come around, and black folks turn into Mexican Avengers around this motherfucker. Sombreros, tacos, tequila, margarita, the whole damn uniform. Some of y'all don't know fast Spanish words. I swear to God. Correct me if I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. Some of y'all don't know fast Spanish words, but you outside screaming, Arriba! Like your grandma across the border carrying an enchilada recipe or something. You have a poncho, a fake mustache, and a sombrero large enough to receive satellite television. You committed. St. Patrick's Day come around, not everybody Irish. Green shirts, green hats, green socks, green liquor, green eyelashes, green Jordans. Some black woman at the job sending out mass emails talking about don't forget to wear your green tomorrow. Why the fuck are you the St. Patrick's Day coordinator, Keisha? Your last name is Washington. By lunchtime, people walking through the office saying, top of the morning. Man, sit your ass down somewhere. But here comes Juneteenth. Crickets. Nobody is reminding the office to wear green, black, and red. Nobody asking where the Juneteenth parade is. Nobody decorating the break room. The same workplace that had tacos, balloons, mariachi music, green cupcakes, enough liquor references to violate company policy suddenly does not understand how calendars work. Juneteenth. Is that today? Motherfucker, it's called Juneteenth. It wasn't Haddon. And where's everybody else? Black people celebrate everybody holidays, traditions, festivals, food, clothing, and culture. But when Juneteenth come around, I do not see the same universal excitement. I do not see Mexican families reminding everybody to wear their Juneteenth shirts. I do not see white people walking through downtown dressed from head to toe for black freedom. I do not see every restaurant offering Juneteenth specials. I do not see every bar turning Juneteenth into a citywide celebration. Now, this is not about disrespecting anybody's culture. Celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Learn about different communities. Eat the food, attend the festivals, build relationships. That's beautiful. But how the hell do you own a complete costume for everybody else's celebration and cannot find one damn shirt for your own? You have a sombrero in your closet, a leprechaun hat in your basement, a Jamaican flag hanging on the wall from one trip to Montego Bay. But somebody asks what Juneteenth represents, and now you start looking like your brain just lost the Wi-Fi connection because you can't explain it. That's when that was when Abraham Lincoln freed everybody, right? No, Negro. Read something. Some of y'all know every tequila brand behind the bar, but cannot name one black owned business in your neighborhood. You know where the Cinco de Mayo party is. You know where the St. Patrick's Day parade is. You know which club the Caribbean night at. But when someone asks, "What are you doing for Juneteenth?" Shit, I don't know. Shit, I might just stay in the house. Stay in the house. You were outside at 9 o'clock in the morning drinking green beer for a saint you cannot identify. That is embarrassing. We will spend money supporting everybody else's restaurants, businesses, festivals, music, clothing, and traditions. Then, when it's time to support something black, everybody suddenly becomes a certified financial advisor. Man, I don't know, man. That Juneteenth shirt costs about $30. But your drunk ass just paid $30 for a margarita named El Diablo ass crack. Stop playing with me, man. You spent $60 getting into Cinco de Mayo party where the DJ played the same four songs all fucking night, but a black business charged $10 for a Juneteenth event, and now you need to see the expenses report. Where is the money going? I can hear a clown saying that right now. Where was all that financial responsibility when you bought that giant green plastic necklace? Then we wonder why our communities do not take our celebrations seriously. Why should anybody respect what we constantly treat like an optional holiday? Why should companies invest in it at all? Why should schools teach it? Why should other cultures participate when some of us act like openly loving black history is embarrassing? Other companies protect their traditions. They teach their children. They show up. They spend money together. They wear their colors. They play their music. They cook their food. They put their history in the streets where everybody can see it. Meanwhile, some of us behave like celebrating black culture too loudly might make the coworkers uncomfortable. Good. Let them be uncomfortable because people have been uncomfortable because black people have been uncomfortable in this country for hundreds of years. Your coworker can survive 8 hours beside a Juneteenth t-shirt, Margie. You wore a giant ass leprechaun hat to work without no shame. You had a green glitter lipstick all over your motherfucking face. You was walking around talking about kissing Irish people, but a shirt saying Black History is America history feels too political. Come on, man. Come off it. Come off the bullshit. And corporations, y'all are not getting away clean either. Do not place red, yellow, and green decorations in a break room. Send one email about resilience and think the ancestors are satisfied. We was that where was that freedom energy back when employees requested promotions? Where was Juneteenth during the slavery negotiations? Where was all that diversity when management was selected? Do not write Happy Juneteenth in a Comic Sans, bring in some dry ass red velvet cake cupcakes and declare racism defeated. We see you. Oh, we see you. You cannot sell us Juneteenth plates in the aisle 14 while refusing to hire black executives upstairs. And black people, we cannot continue waiting for corporations to tell us our history matters. Juneteenth does not become important because Target printed it on a napkin. It did not become meaningful because Walmart put it on a shirt. It did not become real because your employer added it to the company calendar. It mattered before corporate America discovered it, could make money from it. We should not need white celebrities, politicians, employers, or social media influencers to give us permission to celebrate our freedom. That's hypocrisy. We show up for every fucking body. We dance with every fucking body. We spend money with every fucking body. We wear everybody colors. We learn everybody's slang. We defend everybody culture. But when it's time to stand proudly inside our own, some of us start whispering, hell fucking no. We are done whispering. Celebrate everybody, but stop celebrating everybody more than you celebrate yourself. Support other communities, but stop supporting everybody except your own. Your culture does not become hateful because you love it publicly. Celebrating blackness does not mean you hate anyone else. It means you understand that our children deserve to see themselves honored too. This Juneteenth, do more than post a fist emoji. Wear something. Buy black. Teach your children. Learn the history. Attend a community event. Support a neighborhood business. Visit the museums. Talk to your elders. Tell the stories. And do not only celebrate the freedom our ancestors were finally informed they had. Ask what freedom looks like right now. Can our children walk safely to school? Can families afford to remain in Woodlawn? Can young people find summer jobs? Can our businesses survive? Can residents benefit from the development happening around the Obama Center? Can the people who carried this neighborhood finally thrive inside it? Freedom cannot only be a holiday. Freedom must become employment. Freedom must become ownership. Freedom must become education. Freedom must become safety. It must become opportunity. Freedom must become something our children can actually feel. Speaking of our children, because everybody has something to say when hundreds of teens gather around downtown, at the beaches, or around the city, let's talk about what happens when young people are given nowhere to go, nothing constructive to do, and then create their own entertainment, which leads to my next segment titled The Teen Takeover Conversation. Let's be honest. Okay, let me explain, right? Some of these teenage gatherings are out of control. One second. See, here we go with the technical difficulties.